Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Siena. We have a new skin. We are using the new skin that Wrote the Space helped release a few days ago, and I will try and link it in the description below if you guys want to use it yourselves. If you guys could do me a favor and like this video and share this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know how you think the skin looks, because I think it's pretty nice and it's definitely not what I was expecting initially to be using, but using it now and I think it's one of the best skins I've had for a while. Yes, a bit of information everywhere, but quite frankly, I just like this kind of stuff. It feels like there's a lot of things we can go through and I personally enjoy this sort of things. Anyway, we've brought in some new staff members. We've let players go out on loan, so let's go over those, shall we? We have let 22 players go out on loan this season, being the Italian Chelsea. We let Poro go out on loan to Vicenza, and yeah, I felt it was a good move. There's a future fee of 234,000 if they want to activate it. I don't know if they will, but it'd be interesting to see if they do use it. But now he's on loan to Pro Facelli, and I think it's a good move to see him out on loan again. It's the second time he's been on loan, third time he's been on loan actually, but doesn't really play for me, and I felt getting first team football elsewhere would be good for his development. Not that he'll get much development anymore, because I don't think he's going to be good enough for the team in the long run. Kamil Trabelski, I want to go and get rid of. He is on loan to newly promoted Crosetto, who I don't know why they brought him in, because I don't think he's good enough, but he's playing Serie B. And given how good he is and given what I'm expecting from them, I don't envy their chances. They are expected to be 19th, which means they're expected to be bottom of the table, which is not great if you are Grosseto. And bringing players like Trabelsi in is not your smartest option. I'm just going to say it here and now. Casaluso we let out on loan to Alessandria in the third tier when he's good enough to be a second tier player. Questioning myself on this one. Maybe I should have let him go out on loan to someone I actually care about, but yeah, he's out on loan, and for me it made sense to let him go on loan because he was almost a fourth choice goalkeeper. He really wasn't going to get any first team football at the club, so it made sense to let him go out on loan. Cabras is out on loan to Frosinone, and yeah, Frosinone just got relegated and he is a Serie B player best with potential to be a decent Serie A right back, but honestly, he's only got this year left in his contract. I don't know if I'm going to renew it, but if he gets played, he gets played. I don't mind it. I don't think he's going to get played by Frosinone, quite frankly, because really, I don't think he's good enough for their team. So I was a bit surprised when they said, we'll take him. But okay, they did. And I question their decision making here. For Schufer out on loan to Alessandria. Makes sense for me to sell him, honestly, going forward, because he's only a Liga Pro player at best and could be a good Serie B player in the future. I don't think he's going to get the first team football. He's also got a future fee of 21 grand. I got him for my youth team. I'm not losing anything here. If anything, I'm getting rid of the wages. So, yay. Carboni is out on loan to Siena, and I don't think he's got any release fee. No, he doesn't. But he is out on loan, and I remember playing this guy 48 times. He scored 8 goals for me. Hasn't really recovered since his first loan spell, but yeah, not my best business, and I'm just a little disappointed he's not really developed when I gave him the first team football to develop, so yay. Lorenzo Russo is out on loan to Pescara, and they wanted to buy him. I wanted a loan deal, and there's a few confusing things here. He can be recalled, but it can't be terminated. How does that work? I really don't know, but yeah, he's not playing for us, and he's on loan. I don't think he's going to get the first team football he needs. Alfredo Carrara, though, is going to get the first team football he needs at Pro Facelli. They've got a lot of my players out on loan this year, and hopefully he does better than he did last time out. So, development, very much needed. He's only good enough at division, so it makes sense to let him out on loan, especially when he can be a Serie A player in the future, potentially. Giuseppe Mayon out on loan to Pro Pratea. He's only good enough for the League Pro Leagues, and he's only good enough to potentially be a Serie B player, so made sense to loan him out, really. Dennis Brolin out on loan to Siena, another player that is out on loan, and another player I don't have high hopes for. He's only a Liga Pro player who could be good enough to be a Serie B player, so again, makes sense to let him go on loan. So Lorenzo Lostievo, I wasn't planning on laying out on loan, but if he gets first team football at Academica, then that is a very good move for him. I'm hopeful they will play him because they're in League of North. They've played twice in the league already. Well, 3 times. They got 2 points so far. I hope they can give him first team football, but if he doesn't play, then I can just recall him, I think. Yes, I can literally just recall him, so it is not a massive loss for me if he can get the first team football. But if he doesn't, then I can just recall him anyway, so win-win for me. Ivo Lupi out on loan to Fano, who's been out on loan to Ascoli for the last 3 years, so he's had a few adventures, and I don't see him being good enough to play for us, so it's a little disappointing, but he's got first team football, and he's getting first team football. He can develop, hopefully, and do well. He was champions last year in this division, so hopefully he can do well again. Siena out on loan to Rieti. He has potential, but he's not going to match, I don't think, so a little bit of a miss for me there. Messina, I really hope, develops on his loan spell to Pro Patria. He is 19 years of age. He was 4.5 stars at one point. Now he's only 4 stars. And if he doesn't develop soon, I'm going to be questioning his commitment because he could be a Serie A player in the future. So he needs to develop and quickly. Federico Tortelli is out on loan. He scored 7 goals and 20 appearances for me, but last year didn't really play for me. And I thought, okay, let him go on loan. Whether I should have sent him to the 3rd tier when he's good enough to be a 2nd tier player, I don't know. That was my smartest choice, but he wasn't going to get first team football here, so perfectionist, he should develop game first team football, shouldn't he? Udinese have just loaned Manuel Natali at their club when this guy is only a Liga Pro player. He's playing for them from the bench too, so I'm very confused by this call, but if he gets the first team football, then he gets the first team football. He could be a Serie A player in the future, but I don't have hopes that he will get to that talent, honestly. Giorgi going out on loan to Grosseto to play in the 2nd tier. Honestly, it's a good move for him if he gets the first team football, even if he's only going to be getting to that sort of level in the future. But if he gets the first team football and develops, then fair play to him, he gets the move. Nelly out on loan to Fano. Doesn't have the really potential to really get to where I want him to be, so a loan spell again is good, even if it means I can just look to sell him on in the future. Karai did really well last year, and I think it was him that got 7 goals in all competitions in 2 seasons for this. I don't think it's him that got the 16 goals, but someone got 16 goals last year. I'm very confused by it, but he's at Ascoli this year, playing in Serie B. Personally, the way he's playing is good for his development, but I don't see him being good enough in the future, so hopefully for his sake, he gets the development he needs. Wibin, I'm trying to pretty much get rid of. He's last year's contract, out on loan to Alessandria. I don't have a lot of faith he's going to develop, so it makes sense to lend him out to another team. Federico Di Girolamo, we sold for 150,000 to Crotone. He's never going to play for them, quite frankly, but he was complaining about my complaints about his training, and I decided to sell him. Because, you know, if he's going to get upset with me complaining about his training, then he's just not going to develop, isn't he? So, goodbye, and you're never welcome back. Raymond Van Ginkel is out on loan to the 3rd tier again. He has needed a loan spell for a while. I think I've kind of ruined his development, so that's a shame. But he's only going to be a Serie B player, I think, in the future. But it is what it is, sadly enough. So, that's a shame. Since fans come in, we've only really brought in 4 members of staff. Harry Lloris was the first of people we brought in. He was at Norwich or Torino at the beginning of the save, and yeah, he's now with us, and 57 years of age. He's decent for what I think it is, and he gives us a good knowledge too, so hopefully he can bring us more stuff. Federico Genovesi, we brought in because one of our physios left us, so it made a lot of sense. I mean, the fact he was at Man City at the beginning of the save tells you how good he is as a physio, right? Josue Vicente Ferrado brought in as the under-18s physio because we lost one of ours. He was at Cotro Leonessa at the beginning of the save, so a good person to bring in, quite frankly. The last person we brought in was Carlos Gupegi. He is a 64-year-old under-18s coach, and he's perfectionist too. He was at Bilbao for a long time, and no one really picked him up for some bizarre reason. He's got no coaching badges, so I don't know what happened there, but we picked him up. We're going to get him some coaching badges and see if he develops, because it's almost like a nice little project at the end of the day. Looking at the beginning of the season, we're actually expected to be in 15th place, and the board wants us to finish mid-table this year, which I think we can do. It's just a bit surprising it's actually outright being said, yeah, mid-table this year or else, when in the past it's not been an issue. So I think we can do it. It's just a matter of making sure we can do it, right? And hopefully we don't have to worry about being sacked if we start performing worse than expected. I don't think we had to worry about it, but I'd rather not have to worry about it in the first place, quite frankly. However, our first game in the season is against Roma, one of our rivals, I consider them at this point. So hopefully we can do well and not have to worry about things. But there is one more thing I need to talk about before we do this, and it's kind of important because I think it's a big deal for us. We've got new affiliates. We've got Defensor Sporting. I can't remember if I actually mentioned this in a previous video or not, but if I have, I apologize for repeating myself. We can get youth intakes from Uruguay now, which is very promising to say the least. And we've now got one for Norway. And Stabæk is a very interesting situation to be in, and I'm very excited for the fact that we can get potentially players from Norway as well. Defensor Sporting, I'm excited about because, they have great youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment, which means hopefully they can give us some really good talents. As for Stabæk, good training facilities, excellent youth facilities, good academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment, which again, I'm hopeful means we'll get some really good talent from them going into our future youth intakes. But yes, we're taking on Roma. I don't really expect a lot to happen. I'm honestly expecting to have some moments of madness where we don't do so well. We're going to play Zochi in this game because I honestly think this is the man that will lead us the lines. He's got 20 jumping reach. I've never had a player with 20 jumping reach in my entire life, but the fact we got one now is so exciting to me. It's unbelievable. He played 3 times for us last year and was on loan to Graphics and played 14 times for them. That's a good sign that he was able to play that many times for them. And 6'4", 20 jumping reach. Yes, he's got 9 heading, but quite frankly, that is not a bad thing. If he's got the jumping reach, he's going to get to a lot of things, and that's so exciting to me. It really is. Either way, though, we're going to go for this lineup because of injuries and suspensions. Yeah, Isaac is chance suspended, and Brunette's also injured, so he's also unhappy with the fact I blocked his move to Bari because I wanted to keep him. Yeah, I don't understand him sometimes, but okay. So, Basanti also injured. I want to sell him. Ishan being suspended and Brunette being injured has led to this lineup being the case. Batariti is in goal. Margiotta is the right back. Belena and Zochi are the centre backs. Di Luigi is the left back. Ayalu as the DM. Calandra and Dai as the centre midfielders. Mapelli and Obot as the wingers. And Viatina as the striker. We've also got a few faces that you won't recognise in the likes of Aria Luna and Van der Lucio on the bench. Carla will be on the bench as well because I think he can play as a left back if I needed him to be, as well as Mangoni being able to play on the wing. So we've got a lot of things we can look forward to, and Lenzi hopefully will continue to develop quite nicely. But still, this is our lineup. Let's get into this, and let's hope that the end of the season last time when we picked up just one victory in the last 7 games is not going to hurt us in the long run and won't hinder our start this season as well. Okay, so they got a goal kick, and things could be going well. We get the ball back though. Zochi, look how tall he is. It's ridiculous. Di Luigi finds Obot, who is looking to come forward and can do some damage. Plays, it's not the best ball in the world, but Zochi gets there first. That's how good he is in the air. Di Luigi don't lose the ball. But Obot now on the ball and can use his pace. He's got good pace. He gets past the defender, can play in the middle potentially, plays it to Francisco Dai instead, plays it back to Ayalu, and here's Margiotta, cuts inside because of his inverted wingback position. Ayalu to Dai, drawn a bot, can play it through or pass, finds Viatina, back to a bot, good save. That's a good save. Mapelli, I'm going to ease off tackles. I love the new UI for this as well, for the match itself. And Calandra's a bit nervous. I'm going to encourage the players actually because will hopefully get rid of the nerves as they have a chance to counter-attack, and hopefully we can make a tackle. Nothing need to be worried about then. It's actually the first match I've done using this new UI, and it's so weird, but I'm actually liking it already. Calandra plays the ball to Mapelli. I'll be happy with a point in this game because Roma are a big team and a very difficult side to take on. Viatina plays it across, it's blocked, but here's Margiotta. And what can he do? Calandra plays it back to Ayalu. What can he do? Viatina, Mapelli, a chance. Oh, he's missed it. He's got 83 goals for us. I'm hopeful he can get some more or get an assist from this situation. Plays it across. It's been headed back to him. And Mapelli, what can you do? He's lost out. That's disappointing. So half time, it is 0-0. Roma had no shots. We've had 6 shots. So their keepers had to make 5 saves, which I think tells you how difficult we've made it for them. Still, We cannot afford to mess this up. I'm happy with the performance, but I also think they can do better. So we're going to tell them, yeah, we have faith that they can do better because it's a big game. We need to do well. And hopefully we can make sure things continue to go nicely and we don't have to worry about anything going forward, because I don't want to lose this game at all. As they immediately get highlighted. It's because I made the instruction changes. I feel like that's a problem. Nelson plays it across. And Lashley, Calandra, good tackle. Really good tackle. Here's Viatina. Plays it for the JLAB. He's got pace on his side. The Nigerian, oh my days, he's gone for goal. I thought I was saying Nigerian winger, but he goes to score anyway. And now we have a highlight almost immediately afterwards. A throw for us. Margiotta finds Mapele. Oh, good ball to Calandra. Somehow got through. Dyer's shot is blocked. Here's Di Luigi. Ball through to a bot. If he didn't score, I'll be very disappointed. But 1-0. This feels like a much invigorated side and we've made no changes at all. Literally, no real change has been made. No formation change, no tactic change. And basically, no personnel change either. We had a lot of games in preseason, and I think because of that, we've actually very match sharp, and it's very nice to say the least. Di Luigi finds JLAB, and I'm very excited for this. It feels like a very new season. Like JLAB now finds Di Luigi. The ball cross to Ayalu, finds Dai. What a ball in. What a goal. That was really exciting stuff. I'm so happy that was a good goal. You know when you sometimes see it and you think, please go in. Please go in. That was one of those moments for me. I'm so happy it did go in because that pass from Dai deserved the finish he got. It really did. 2-0 already. We made our 3 changes, so hopefully we can do well with that. Here's Ayalu on the ball, finds Calusi. Here's Calandra, Viatina to Lenzi, who we can rely on. Calusi, Calandra to Iferat, been blocked. Lashley plays it away, and there's no one, absolutely no one to worry about here. Polino on his own. Ayalu, Polino. I don't think they've had a single shot yet, and that's the most bizarre thing. Oh, it's so good. It is so, so good. They've had no shots yet. We've been so dominant. It's ridiculous. Calusi, ball forward. Iferat, chance. It's a goal. I don't know how it's gone through, but I will not complain. That is only his 7th goal for me, and his 5th in the league. It's 3-0 against Roma. I literally was thinking, what can I do to improve things? And my mind just went, let's have a load of preseason games at the beginning of this year. And we'll go through it. I'll show you how I did. Because this is ridiculous. They might have their first chance of the game. If they hadn't already had it, they had 2 chances, never mind. But here's Pezalu in the middle. Questionable defending there. But Stocci with a chance. He's headed home. Disappointing. We lost our clean sheet. But Roma, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this game because it's so dominant from that point of view. I'm just happy we've done so well. 3-1. Corner to us. Calandra takes it. And Iferat's put it over the bar. If he could have got a brace from that, that'd be really good. Sochi's booked. I'm going to tell him to ease off. Oh, he's already eased off his seconds in mind. Iferat with the corner now. Fighting does not get to that. And Menin did. Here's Calandra. Finds Lenzi. Can play it back. He should have played it back. There's literally Calandra was there, but we got the ball again anyway. Calusi finds Polino. No Ayalu. Lenzi. What can he do? Die. Iferat blocked. And the chance again maybe to still do something. Here we go. Delusi. Viatina. Lenzi. Oh, I can see what they're trying to do. It didn't work. But here's Polino again. So much to do still. And Ayalu. Ball out wide to Di Luigi. We're going to get this win. It's just a matter of whether we do it by 3 or 4. And it's 4. Iferat's got a second. He's got 2 goals from the bench. What a performance. He is one of my stars of the future. He really is. Can play the striker too. He's 3 stars in my team. That is so ridiculous about this situation. It's now 4 against Roma. I did not see this coming. I thought, okay, maybe 3-0 will be good. I'll be happy with a draw. I literally said at half time. And we're now winning 4-1. We beat Roma 4-1 when I thought a draw was a good result. Goodness gracious alive. What a result. I will be honest. The fact we are now top because we've got the best goal defense is ridiculous. But I'm enjoying it either way. But yes, we're looking at this and we're actually trying to let players out on loan as well. And we've got a few teams looking to bring the Angelis out on loan, which is good. And yeah, a good result either way. As for what I did, well, look at the sheer amount of preseason friendlies I booked in advance. And now you see why I would be shocked if we weren't match sharp for this game, because we had a lot of friendlies. A lot of friendlies. Look how match sharp we are compared to everyone else. Even my bench warmers were match sharp, and that's great, but we had so many games that we went through, and if we weren't match sharp, I was shocked by it. I mean, we had, what, 11 friendlies at the beginning, and I've still got 2 more in the international break as well. So, I am so happy with this. That's the best move I've done so far. But yes, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel as well. Where do you think we're going to end up this season after what we just did? Because I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. Either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.